Ciao, this is the recap video for October 13th, 2020 for our Digital Academy Magnet class. This morning we started off with our morning meeting, and then I allowed students, because there was only 19 tests turned in out of 24 students, I left the link up here for the Unit 5 vocabulary test. This is something that should have been done yesterday, but I left it up one more time for those students who did not finish this assignment to turn it in. This does count as a quiz grade, so I wanted to make sure they completed that today. This will remain up for the rest of the evening. We also talked about Esperanza Rising chapters 1 through 2. We talked about Proverbs and had a good discussion about those Proverbs together. Then the students had to read chapters 3 and 4 on Canvas and answer some comprehension check questions. I did have fluency conferences today where I met with students to test them on their rates per minute, how many words per minute they can read. I let them know what their previous score was for the month of September so that hopefully they could beat their October score to show that they're continuing to grow as fluent readers. Then during our writing time, we worked on our informative essays that we're writing now with passages. We wrote an informative essay last week, but that essay was just the beginning. It was just getting us under the understanding of how to write an informative essay. We wrote about who we admire and why we admire that person. This week, we're focusing on women of the American Revolution. We're reading passages, we're taking notes, and then we're putting that together to create a graphic organizer. Let me just share with you some of the information that I did today with the students. So we're familiar with the reading of the passages, how there are 3 passages, source 1, source 2, and source 3. I've been showing the students that on Snap and Read, that once you start Snap and Read, you can show your outlines. So here's my outline where I've been writing down all the key information and information that I particularly like that I can use later. And what's important is that I can now open up on a new screen inside of Google Docs my own graphic organizer, which I've shared with them. I gave them an informative essay organizer that they could use, and then I created my own and modeled for them, where you need to have a hook, you need to have a thesis, and then you need to have your 3 body paragraphs. And I was using my outline here to kind of grab from here information and then add it over into the other area. So for example, if I wanted to take nurses were very important because most soldiers died of infection, I could highlight that and copy it, and then I could add it as one of my details that I'm going to use inside of my essay. And when I don't want to see my outline anymore, I just hide the outline. So I went through the process of we need a hook, we need a thesis, we need to have body paragraphs that include a main idea, at least 3 details, and a closing sentence. And we need to do that for each of our body paragraphs. So as I modeled for them, I then gave them the opportunity for them to work on their own to finish their graphic organizer. So we're going to work on this graphic organizer again tomorrow, and then we'll be transferring it over into our essay. So that was what we worked on during our language arts time when we're working on our essay. The students had lunchtime on their own. They had homeroom PE on their own. And then there was a couple problems with Media today because she changed her Zoom link. So after Media started, a few minutes later, I got an email saying that the Zoom link changed. I sent the Zoom link to the students. I also told them to contact that teacher directly if they have problems, and it seemed like most people were then able to get into Media for the rest of the time. If you're ever having a problem getting into a Zoom, the best thing you can do is contact me or the actual teacher to see if we can still get you into that Zoom. During our math time today, our 5th graders, some of them did not finish taking their Chapter 3 test. So I have 4 5th grade students, 2 of them finished the Chapter 3 test and 2 of them did not. I asked those other 2 students to finish their test so that we could go over those questions and answers and we can make sure that they understand the content. So I went over that with the 2 students that did finish their test. And then afterwards, we started working on multiplication patterns. Tonight, they're going to be working 5th grade in their textbooks for homework on page 143 and 144. You can also find this information on our class website. My 6th grade students are focusing on multiplication with decimals. And so we went over some practice problems together so that they feel more comfortable multiplying with decimals. And their homework tonight is on pages 123 and 124. During our science time, we have 2 days for science where we are actually reading and learning and taking notes in the classroom. And then we have 2 days of science inside of the STEM lab. So our second day of science today has been, again, more reading. We are reading about how do we measure weather inside of our textbook. And then afterwards, they watched a video about weather tools and they completed a quiz. All of that was independent, and then they could come into the Zoom and socialize once they were finished until 1:30. After 1:30 at the very end of the day, we filled out our planner. We had some presentations. Winnie presented her essay, as well as Tejaswi presented a video that went with her extra credit project. And I read the last story from the Seven Habits of Happy Kids, which talked about sharpening the saw and how important it is to be balanced, to make sure that not only are we getting physical activity, but we're doing mentally activities to stimulate our minds. We're also stimulating our hearts and our soul by connecting with our friends and doing activities that we enjoy as well. When we are balanced, we are more healthy and we are more alert and ready to be proactive than when we're unbalanced. So that's what we focused on today. Thank you so much for watching this recap, and I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching.